Hi, everyone. It's John J. Wiley, host of the Law Enforcement Today radio show and podcast, with another Facebook marketing tip for you. These tips, designed primarily for radio stations and for affiliates carrying my radio show, can easily apply to just about any business Facebook page out there. So feel free to use them. Doesn't matter whether you're selling a service, retail, wholesale, selling products, doesn't matter. A lot of this will apply. And the things that don't, some of the information and some of the things we're talking about will apply. So don't get lost in the specifics. I had to come to you because I found something pretty interesting. So much so that I immediately started changing the way I do things on the Law Enforcement Today radio show. And I also reached out to advertisers who advertise on Law Enforcement Today radio show, and they're going to make changes. And also pass this information on to the cluster of radio stations that I work with so they can start making some changes. So let's take a moment and switch over to the screen capture so I can show you what I'm talking about. All right, now we are on Facebook. This is my personal Facebook page, and I just want to flip through and show you the main Law Enforcement Today radio show Facebook page. A lot of the principles I talk about, I implement on my posting here, and also growing the page, insights, all of that information. And also, I've created a new page that I launched on the 31st of March. It's implementing all these things we're talking about, these tips. You can just search on Facebook for Music Radio Today. Click like and follow so you can see these things being implemented from the user's point of view. Again, that's Music Radio Today. It's a new page that I'm using to implement the things I've been talking about in these videos. All right, now let's switch over. This is what I came across from Edison Research and Triton Digital. It's a 2018 study of heavy radio listeners. People listen to the radio quite a bit. And in here they talk about using social media. Radio listeners that use social media, 78% of them, as you'll see right here. The big surprise, 64% of people who are heavy radio listeners use Facebook. Instagram is second, a distant second, with 35%. And by the way, Twitter is last at 21%. LinkedIn's in there, Snapchat, Pinterest, and Instagram as well. Now, let's go over here. And I'll tell you why that's important in just a moment. This shows weekly online audio listening. This would be people listening to online streams for radio stations, podcasts, any audio is available online. And in 2019, we have 169 million people listening to audio online. You see that we have a steady increase of people who listen to audio online, whether it be podcasts, streams of radio stations, or whatever it might be. And the number is showing no signs of letting up. So why this is important, and why I reached out immediately to my advertisers on my radio show, and also the way I do things on the Law Enforcement radio show, and also the radio stations I work with. The first thing is for advertisers. When you get your pre-recorded spots, your commercials, whatever it might be, most of them are advertising phone numbers and websites. Just go check for yourself. Remember, one of the first videos I did, 76% of people are going to our website from mobile Facebook, using their phones. Just look at all the steps you got to go through on a mobile phone to get to a website. Now, compare this. If you get them on a mobile phone to like and follow your Facebook page, most people, about 46%, check their Facebook page about 5 times a day. And there's numbers that are higher than that. But 5 times a day, you have a chance to engage with one of your listeners or potential customers via mobile Facebook if you get them to like and follow your Facebook page. So what I'm doing now on the radio show, I am putting more attention on asking people to follow and like us on Facebook and give them directions how to do it. And in commercials, I'm mentioning the Facebook name. Make sure to like it and follow it as well. And I'm advocating all my customers that advertise on radio, whether it be billboard recordings, recorded commercials, whatever, to be sure to incorporate in their Facebook pages and how people can find them. and if all possible, to do it multiple times because it's easier for them to remember. Search, hey, Facebook, search for Law Enforcement Today radio show, follow and like. Then just remember a website address. And it's certainly a lot easier than remembering a phone number. By the way, they might check your website once a month if you're lucky, but they check their Facebook page multiple times a day. That means you have multiple chances to engage with them. So be sure to take this consideration with doing radio advertising, particularly with your radio station, an advertiser on radio, or if you have a radio show like I do, or all three. Make sure you start incorporating heavily into your commercials, liners, promos, all that stuff, your Facebook page. Hope this information helps. Till next time, it's John J. Wiley. See ya.